tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in, see that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better.
On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah, better when I wanna get better.
Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time. One more try. I know that I'll be fine. Yeah. And you know that I'll get.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Return coming from the 6. Gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Cut.
Here's Josh Jacobs get his first look on the ground. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Leaving Hippolyte the second, able to bring him down. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun now for Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down just... on the other side of midfield.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's complete to Reed, out left. He dodged the tackle, and he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Handoff running left, Jacobs. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Ready.
They'll run. Jacobs. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well,
Who will have them a Green Bay touchdown? The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown. Yeah,
they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Oh, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk with 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Flushed out of the pocket. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Packers take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Ready. 33, yellow. Hut.
Play fake, it's Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Back to the air. Love. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Come on, set. Yes, set.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Here's Swift to start the drive. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Williams from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled by big Logan Hall.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense.
And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
What is that?
Going to run again with Swift. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
The first carry here for the rookie from the U. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears trim the lead to 1. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brings in the kick at the 9.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On the ready?
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Here we go.
They send the tight end in motion
60
left.
red. 60 red. Ready, ready.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now Love on the play fake. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now they're gonna have to figure out this third down.
Down. 50 green. Eat old blue. Cut.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That's cut for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They go counter. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Right.
The pass on that long field goal would have been 55 yards. They're going for this.
Set. Cut. 52 blue. Set. Go.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And forget this first down. He's mad as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs. All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. They're on the counter with Swift. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about things. We money more power. Also dangerous. Y'all talk about.
Entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
What is it on? Here we go.
Williams on the play action. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
What is up?
To the ground, it's Mananga. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears break the tie here in the first. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Here we go.
Love with it on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ready?
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Reed's got it. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly, but the catch moves him to the 48. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's going to have this one down to the 37.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Watch out there.
Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 6 yellow. One. Hut, hut.
Jacobs running behind center. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Striker. 3-3. Ready.
Send a tight end in motion. Jacobs has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. And the kick is no good. The snap was off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. The stride's going to begin with a run by Swift. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. That was Michael Parsons making that play. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Williams set to pass. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision. It led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 from the 32. Now an inside handoff to Swift. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Thrown right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it, that is a gold star effort.
Ready? First down throw, here's Love. Complete out to the right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
47-yard line.
52 blue. Hut.
Love out of the shotgun. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bears take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Off the play fake. Williams. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juice picks it off. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Okay, ready?
So first down from the 41.
Come on, set. Ready?
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Hey,
Putting a receiver in motion.
Set, cut.
To the air with Love. Hits him on the out route. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here we go, set, cut.
Love on 3rd and short. Yes, hit! The ball is out! And the Bears say they have it. Looks like they do!
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Second and 10 now. Williams. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. So they give away the lead on the safety, and now they're going to have to give away the football with a free kick. Fields this at the 19. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Smash, red. Ready.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. He throws a bullet to the He's got it deep downfield. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Ready. Ready.
Here's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. 45. What?
Shotgun now for Love. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. He's looking for his running back there. Got to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Back to the air. Love. This finds Bellinger. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again. Love. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Defense sent him packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with second down.
Blue 32. Claude Ray.
Love. Throwing the out route complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. But there's the hurry-up offense here.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
52 blaster.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Dose of the hurry-up here. You just get the play off. That one way too far up there. They can't connect. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Swift. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. Offense in the hurry-up here. Williams from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows coverage like that. Just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
First down, Williams. Is it holding up? They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Working from the gun, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. Trying to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up 4th down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's 4th down.
Looking to throw. Got it. That's going to be a first and more. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on fourth down, Brock. They're moving the chains. They've got first down here from the 36. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Packers secure it. The 50! 30! At the 20! And Green Bay takes this one back for the touchdown! The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. McManus on for the extra point.
Lining up for the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers grow their lead to 8.
22. Bears 14.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Williams will look to throw. On a quick slant, it's Loveland. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Williams to throw on third. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Staying grounded with Swift. Keeps away from one. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. A little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole. I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Handoff on second and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. To throw is Williams. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the third. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he brings it in. They go for two and the tie, and it works out. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for two in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here, ready?
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
He's back to throw. Short pass brought in. That'll be the 1st and more. Down the left sideline he goes. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 3rd quarter lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, his 2nd missed point after the game. He's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Back now, pressure coming. Throw over the middle, cut by Brown. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now he takes it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get this time before the end of the 3rd. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd situation. We both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
His kick is no good. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Man in motion here.
32. Hut, hut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Play action. Love. He puts some juice on it deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. This is Reed working the right side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard
On the set. 5, 6. Let's go. Set.
Shotgun now for Love. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Okay, right.
Tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it.
Here we go. Hut.
They're going to go. It's Love. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. That is Kyler Gordon. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. Put the cherry on top. To take it all the way back to the house, it requires extra effort from everybody. They get the job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Down.
Love back to it after the pick. This is reeled in by Reed. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Gets him on the in route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
50, green. Ready.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Shot. Call red. 33. Yellow.
Back to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Madden.
Love from the gun.
First down.
He got it! Interception!
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. A handoff left for Swift. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. They need more of those as they trail by a score. The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Back to the line they come, second down. Going to run again with Swift. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Nickel look by the Packers on third down. Looking to throw. Finds some time left. Oh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. New set of downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One guy with it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears leading by 7. First down run netted them nothing. Here is second and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Trying for the deep ball. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
Bears 42. Packers 28.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle is made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's complete inside the 35. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now within 1 score in the 4th. Jaden Reed the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point.
Here he is to throw. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got 1 timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that 1 timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Back-to-back carries here. He stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final 1. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. We'll look to throw it. He's caught. He's got Brown. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. A A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Williams and the Bears getting set to try for two. He'll try to run it in. And he's into the end zone for two. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Kate?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground and run it in for two.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building, because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
First down now, ball at the 33. To the air with Love. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Bears take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 29-yard line.
We're going to pass it here. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he's got the first down for the Bears, Brock. And that should clinch them this win. Offensive line fast.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So it'll be second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Williams off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Andrew Cooper takes it away. He's at midfield. The 30. Hits the 20. He's at the 10. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the decision to go for 2 does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You say jog, I say a sprint to glory.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Ready. Drill 33.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Here we go.
Back to the air. Love. They left him wide open. It's complete. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And this isn't just anyone in LoneStar for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Chicago.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I can reckon that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man Jordan. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, Ali Shahid. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble dance, my do the hip hop seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, breaking way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines, the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 17s and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unlimited views. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. But I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque.
You're now rocking with the best. Bust the rhymes coming through from the footmost squad. Boy Scouts who I be, straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome, bringing all you rockers to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be, flip mode is the squid dog. Bust the rhymes, break it down like this.
Yo, which stole my flow? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequency studio stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. When I step up in the place, and yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Did it find out where? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed where I have more face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't state maps, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. It felt so real, but now I plead, just take the deal. I promised you a contract. I promised you a contract.
Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye, I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Riding this special like